Whoa.
The year was 2003, and the world was blessed with an amazing cartoon that goes by the name of Clone High. In 2021, the show saw a sudden resurgence in popularity. JFK memes flooded the internet, and more people than ever saw the show. The spike in popularity was actually enough for Clone High to get a Season 2 ordered almost 20 years after it originally aired. In 2023, we finally got Clone High Season 2, and Jesus fuck, it was definitely something. So, I'll start off by saying, I love Clone High. The first season of the show is incredibly good and it's really funny. A self-aware teen drama that makes fun of other teen dramas is a great idea and it's executed, right here. Now, I'll ask the question, what the fuck happened? Because Season 2 Clone High was not very good at all, to say the least. The premiere episode of Season 2 is appropriately titled, Let's Try This Again. I love the introduction with Scudworth unfreezing the clones with a hairdryer. It's so stupid, but I love it. So somehow, after being unfrozen, all the clones head back to school the next day, still thinking it's 2003. Fuck. Almost all the clones. Rip Gandhi. The rest of the episode is just so... It doesn't continue any of the plot from the Season 1 finale. It abandons it completely, which is super fucking disappointing. But the entire episode is focused on Abe Lincoln getting cancelled. Abe says all this offensive stuff and gets cancelled as a result of it, but what's weird is that Abe never says anything offensive like this previously. It's all for plot convenience and it's just lazy writing. Also, why would Abe be the only one saying things like this? Shouldn't the other clones from 2003 also be saying the same shit because it was normalized back then for them too? Whatever, the point is, the premiere episode is so bad I would rather have my dog spray piss and shit on me like a fire hydrant than rewatch it. Most of us were hoping this was just the writers and crew trying to get back into the groove of things, since it has been 20 years. I wish we were right. The entire second season of Clone High is such a massive downgrade from the original that they barely even compare to one another. Joan turns into the exact kind of person she despised in the original series. Abe is sidelined and hated even to a point where you just feel bad for him. Cleo is completely butchered as a character. I mean, nothing about her is even remotely similar. JFK is about the same though, he's alright. Scudworth and Mr. B are by far the best part of this revival. I mean, they're just as funny as they were 20 years ago, and it was super great to see them back at it. Let's touch back on Cleo for a second. Cleo was a great character in the original series, but in this revival, she barely does anything. She doesn't really feel like the same character either, and I think that's partially because her voice was recast. Look, I'm all for bringing in more diverse voice talent. I think it's a great thing, but I don't agree with recasting well-established characters with recognizable voices. Cleo's new voice doesn't sound anything like the old one. No one likes it when a character's voice is recast. It sucks, but it's even worse when they don't even sound similar. I might be alone in this, but that's just how I feel. Okay, so I don't have much to say about the new characters. The absence of Gandhi is super felt throughout the whole show. He's replaced with 3 new characters, Frida Kahlo, Harriet Tubman, and Confucius. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of these new character designs. I actually do like how Frida looks though, she's not bad. Harriet and Confucius don't really seem like they fit in with the rest of the main cast, but I actually read that this was an intentional decision to make the old characters stand out from the new ones, so I guess it's cool? Okay, so let's finally get into the recent news about the show. Clone High was just cancelled by Max after airing 2 brand new seasons. This is pretty heartbreaking because while Season 2 was a complete shit, utter fucking failure, Season 3 was an improvement and I actually really liked it. It's a little funny that the show was cancelled on a cliffhanger for a second time now, ending with the exact same song as well. The Clone High revival saw a lot of mixed reception, but I, along with a lot of others, started to enjoy the show again throughout its newest season. To be honest, I don't think the show was cancelled just because of mixed reviews. Season 3 of Clone High was suddenly dropped back in February with almost zero advertising. I saw maybe 1 or 2 posts about it on Twitter, and that was it. It's very likely it was cancelled because barely anyone was watching the newest season. I went online and saw a lot of people saying they didn't even know a new season had come out. So, thank you Warner Bros. For not promoting the show and then continuing to cancel it because like 6 people saw it. To conclude the video, I want to say that despite its rocky return to TV, I really do love Clone High. It's a show I'm going to miss a lot and I hope it has the potential to find new life elsewhere. Maybe on a streaming service not owned by Warner Bros. Rest in peace, Clone High.